Hi, welcome. The article is AI, the Future of Mental Health Care by Francesca Minerva and Alberto Gliblini explores AI's role in mental health, including diagnostic tools like personal sensing and natural language processing (NLP). AI can analyze data to identify patterns in mental illness and offer preliminary treatments via chatbots. Here we have 6 questions to cover. The authors highlight benefits such as improved access to care in underserved areas and reducing stigma through automated support. NLP helps detect emotional states, aiding clinicians in patient monitoring. Thaga Gupta Souza, 2024. However, challenges include algorithmic bias and AI's lack of empathy, crucial in therapy. Ultimately, AI can enhance mental health care but cannot replace human practitioners. The article primarily discusses AI in mental health care, but it doesn't appear to involve original empirical research like experiments or surveys. Instead, the authors likely gathered their data through literature reviews and secondary research analyzing existing studies and reports on AI applications in healthcare. They also referenced various case studies and ethical discussions from the broader field of AI and mental health. The article presents the argument that AI has the potential to revolutionize mental health care by first improving diagnosis and treatment through technologies such as natural language processing, personal sensing, and AI-based chatbots. Second, addressing issues like lack of resources and inefficiencies in the current mental health system. Lastly, offering alternatives to human interaction, which might appeal to individuals who avoid traditional therapy due to stigma or discomfort. However, the authors are careful to emphasize that AI cannot replace the human elements of therapy, such as empathic and the therapeutic relationship. They argue that while AI can enhance mental health care, it should be integrated cautiously, ensuring that it complements rather than it replaces human professionals. The authors present their arguments logically and with a balanced perspective. They effectively combined evidence from current AI applications in healthcare and discuss the potential benefits while being cautious about the limitations. Their writing is structured with each section building on the last to make a comprehensive case for the integration of AI in mental health services. However, while the arguments are well presented, there are a few limitations. First, lack of empirical data, since the article seems to rely more on theoretical arguments and secondary data, there's limited concrete evidence demonstrating how AI has successfully been used in mental health in real world scenarios. Second, over idealization of AI. While they acknowledge potential biases in AI, the authors don't deeply explore the long term implications of these biases, especially in different social contexts, such as how AI may perform in culturally diverse populations. Thirdly, limited focus on access and inequality. The article doesn't sufficiently address how socioeconomic and digital device might impact access to AI-driven mental health care, which could worsen existing healthcare inequalities. Overall, the authors present a compelling and well-rounded argument about the future of AI in mental health care, but the article could benefit from more real-world evidence and a deeper analysis of the ethical and social implications of AI in diverse populations. Why I find this article interesting: mental issues tend to be overlooked by people in many countries, hence the rise in mental illness cases despite efforts made to reduce them. Growing up in such culture, I've always longed to learn more about this particular field to somewhat help those in need. Many things today seem achievable with the help of AI, which leads to a question that, in a world where human engagement is vital to improve mental health, will it still have enough room for AI to step in? The very last part is the critical questions. Here we have 8 critical questions that we have to go through. Main thesis argument: AI mental health apps, for example, NLP based, improve access to care, reduce stigma, and support areas lacking mental health professionals. AI offers high quality support, though it has challenges like bias and lack of empathy. Clarity in introduction and conclusion. The thesis is clear in both the intro and conclusion, highlighting AI's potential in increasing accessibility while acknowledging limitations like bias and lack of empathy. Key evidence: case study, for example, Wobot Wasa showing AI can treat depression and anxiety symptoms. Technological explanations of how NLP works to detect emotional states and help clinicians monitor patients remotely. Examples of AI being used in areas with limited mental health professionals to fill the gap in care. The evidence is well integrated into the article's arguments and clearly supports the thesis, leading logically to the conclusion that AI can be a useful tool, though not without limitations. Relevance of evidence: recent evidence with case studies and references to current AI developments, ensuring relevance. Sufficiency of evidence: evidence supports the benefits of AI, but lacks long term comparative studies and a deeper look at ethical concerns and consequences. Strengthening the argument: present challenges, for example, bias or lack of empathy, earlier for balance. Explain technology, for example, NLP or AI, before case studies for clarity. Flawed reasoning. The article is mostly well reasoned, but there are some emotional appeals when discussing how AI can help reduce stigma or provide care in underserved areas. Consideration of alternative views. The article briefly mentions AI's lack of empathy and bias, but could explore alternative solutions more thoroughly. Here are the references list. Thank you so much for listening.